Hey everybody. Well, it's been about 14 days since I did my last video. Hey, everything's going pretty good. Other than since I've been lifting weights and I've been hitting them very hard. Like I said in the last video, I'm trying to build as much muscle as I can, especially at my age. But muscle burns more fat, so to me, it's actually better than cardio. Because the more muscle I got, the more fat I'm gonna burn, especially if I'm fasting, which I'm most of the time, not all the time, but 90% of the time I work out fasting. And that way I'm burning my stored fat. I'm not burning what I have ate for breakfast or lunch or whatever, according to what time I get to work out. Every day is a little different. But but I've been going 6 days a week. Every now and then I might miss a leg day or something. Um, my legs have been carrying around a ton of weight for a long time, so my legs, um, they're pretty easy to work on. But I'm lifting very heavy weights. I don't know if I said this in the last video, but I'm doing a 5 and 5. I'm doing 5 reps for 5 sets, maxing out with a complete burnout after the 5 reps for each set. And the last set's very tough to do. So I'm using as much weight as I physically can, trying to do the micro tears in my muscles so they will repair and heal. And pretty much every other day. That's why I'm doing the 6 days a week. One day's the upper body, one day's the lower body, and I just alternate back and forth. And it's going good. I've seen tons, leaps and bounds of improvement in my heart. The very first time I went in there on a treadmill, 10 minutes, I had to get off. My chest was hurting. It was tough, and I was at a very low speed. A walk. Now, fast forward into yesterday. Haven't went today, but yesterday, actually the last 3 days, I've been jogging and walking back and forth, kind of a circuit. I'll get on there and start walking, warm up, and then I'll jog, get my heart rate up. Then I'll go back to walking and get my heart rate back down. Then I'll jog, get it back up, back down, back up. And I try to do that. Now I've cut my down to 20 minutes because I'm doing it that way. Still burning a lot of calories doing that, but that's what I'm doing on the treadmill, and I do that every day. Um, but I'm only doing that 20 minutes. I was doing 30, 35 minutes. Now I'm doing 20 minutes because with the 30, 35, I was just walking. But now I'm adding in the jogging, which is totally amazing to me, with all my heart problems, that I'm actually jogging. That's pretty cool. So, but I've noticed, like I said, from the first time I got on the treadmill till now, um, as soon as I stepped on it, started walking, my heart rate went through the roof, and it started hurting. And I could only make it about 10 minutes. I had to get off that stupid machine, off that treadmill. Now, 20, 30 minutes, it's no big deal. I could actually go longer, but I don't want to go longer, because I'm trying to build as much mass in muscle as I can. So I'm not doing a lot of cardio. I do a little bit every day, and that's enough. And the 20 minutes is great for me, especially now with the jogging and walking, back and forth. So that's working great, and my heart is taking the pressures. And also, when I jog, my pressure goes up probably more than it should be. They're saying at my age and my whatever that my heart rate should be around 110 to a 111 is where it should be. Well, I start jogging, it'll go to 120, 125. And I can feel a little bit in my heart when it's doing that. That's my heart's really working, but it's doing it, and I'm fine, And then I just go back to walking, and it'll drop back down into the range that they're saying my heart should be. So that's pretty cool. That showed me how fast my heart has recovered, by eating right and now by exercising. So I'm very excited about that. And then on the muscle side, it's working just as fast, because of the way I'm lifting. And I've noticed muscle size growth, actually all over my body. But the other night I wasn't even paying attention. I reached over to kind of scratch my arm or hold it, and God almighty, my arm was bigger and it's hard as a rock. My muscles are, which kind of impressed me about myself. I didn't realize that. My girlfriend actually grabbed my arm one night and said the same thing. She's like, "Holy crap, that's tight. It's hard. It wasn't that way before, and it was not. There was no hardness to it. The muscle was kind of gone. The old thing, if you don't use it, you lose it. Well, it's very true. So, but I can feel it in my chest. I can feel the muscles in my chest. I can feel it in my whole entire back because I'm really working my whole body from my neck down. But I am seeing the growth of my muscles. Actually, a lot of growth. I should have took measurements, and again, I didn't. I need to go buy one of them tapes because I don't have one, but I should have. That would tell the story. I'm continuously losing inches as far as my roundness, my fatness. I'm gaining now in the muscles. So, and like I said, now that I'm in this area where I'm losing fat and gaining muscle at the same time, the scale has not been showing anything. It's kind of been pissing me off because I go jump on the scale and I was down to 295, which was 55 pounds lost, and then a few days later I get on there and I've gained 2 pounds. Well, what it is, I'm gaining this muscle. Muscle is heavier than fat. So if I gain a pound of muscle, I'm going to have to lose 1.5 pounds or so of fat to compensate, and I'm still even. It's kind of weird how that works, but muscle is heavier. So I know I'm putting on a lot of muscle throughout from my neck to my ankles. Every muscle, I'm working every muscle. I'm working them hard, and they're growing because of some of the fasting I'm doing, and I'm still not really taking any supplements. I should be, but that's coming in time. As y'all can tell, it takes me time to get my head wrapped around things of what I want to do, and then I do it. Once I do it, I'm good, but it takes a little while. So that's coming in the future. But it's unbelievable how my body is responding to the exercise. Now that I've added it in with the keto, still trying to stay keto. Man, well, not trying. I am. I screw up every now and then. I'm around a lot of different foods now that I'm with. My girlfriend, and she's got a 18-year-old son that I'm around, and of course, they're eating whatever the hell they want, and that stuff just being around. Now, that's for an alcoholic. That's like sitting at the bar trying to drink water. Every now and then, I'll reach over and grab me a French fry, which I shouldn't do. Or I'll grab me a tater tot, and then I'm over at my dad's, and my God, poor man, he's 86, not doing real well, but he still gets around, still does what he wants, but he eats some crappy food, and and he had some chocolate covered peanuts. Now the peanut's probably okay, the chocolate's okay, but all that sugar they put in there ain't. But I grab me 2 or 3 of them things every now and then, so I got to quit doing that. But it's not a lot, It's very little. I do that, but I don't want to do that. I've got to stop that. But on the scales, ever since I started lifting weights, well, I'd say within the first 2 weeks, when my muscles really started growing, the scale has almost stopped. It's almost been neutral. So I'm building enough muscle and I'm still losing fat, but it's not showing up on the scales. It's showing up in inches, which my girlfriend has said. She said, "Look, you're still losing weight. I see it all the time. Every time I look at you, I can see different areas that are gone." And of course, she rides on the back of my bike, and she says, "Man, you've lost a ton of weight," because now her sitting behind me, there's a whole lot less of me to have to hold on to or to fit around. And she's not a big woman. She's 4'11". She's very tiny. I'm 6'6". She's a very tiny girl. So her sitting beside me or behind me before was a little bit tough for her because I was so big and so wide. Well, now that's gone, and she's amazed, at how much difference it is riding that bike. So the thing is, everything's working. I'm getting healthier. My whole goal here was to quit having heart attacks. and not die. Let's face it, I was dying. I literally was dying, and slowly. Well, maybe not so slow with all the heart attacks. But the other news is, I've been out of a job for a while. Things didn't work out with me in Jacksonville. I've put in a ton of applications, well over 100 applications, and I'm still haven't got a job yet. Got some people looking at me and all that kind of crap. It's tough to get a job today. And now I'm 56 years old. I'm used to getting a job where you just walk in and talk to the people and get a job. Well, you don't do that no more. Now everything's on the damn internet. You don't get to see nobody face to face, hardly at all. So doing that, but with that going on, for 38 years I've been in transportation, trucking. I have um, started off as a company driver. I've bought my own trucks. I've been an owner operator. I've dispatched. I've done everything all the way up to running the terminal as an operations manager, a terminal manager, running the warehouse. I've done it. That's what I was doing in Jacksonville. I was actually a terminal manager. I was over the everything. I didn't even have a secretary. I was that too. And so I know I've been in it 38 years. I know a hell of a lot about trucking and transportation and logistics and warehousing. So in all the years that I had my own trucks, I had my own trucking company, and I did flatbeds, I drove all over the United States. That's not a life I want to be. That's part of what got me so badly sick, because let me tell you something, truck driving is pretty good money, and once you get in it, you can't get out of it. That's the bad part about it. It's good money, but it's deadly, because you're sitting on your ass pretty much 24 hours a day, and you're working 14, 15, 18 hours a day, driving, and then you go to sleep. You crawl in the back and go to sleep. So there's almost, the reason I went to flatbed is because I did get exercise tying the stuff down and loading it and untying it down and untarping it. Other than that, there is no exercise. And driving, you're bored and you sit there and munch on a bag of potato chips, the family size, or peanuts or chocolate. I mean, it just, it goes on and on and on. And you get very unhealthy. So I really, that's one reason I'd sold the trucks. Well, I had my first heart attack, and then I sold all the trucks and got out of it. Plus, it's super expensive. So I got out of it, and then of course, when I started having all them heart attacks, I lost my Class A CDL because I lost my DOT card. Nowadays, your DOT card is hooked to your driver's license. If you don't have one, they take your driver's license. Well, I couldn't get one. There was no way in hell I could pass a test. So I went down to the driver's license and told them, hey, right now, I've had too many heart attacks. I can't pass the test. They said, no worries. We'll give you a normal Class E, every driver's license everybody else has, and we'll put yours on hold. If you ever get a DOT card in, come back in, we'll reinstate it. So the other day, because of me having a hard time finding a management job, because I have my holdup is I have no bachelor's degree. I didn't go to college. Well, nowadays everybody wants a fucking college degree, and most people with college degrees don't know what the hell they're talking about. Well, the ones I've met. So, I learned it the old school way by doing it. But anyhow, because of that, and me wanting to get back to work, got shit I need to buy. I said, screw it, I'm gonna go see if I can get my DOT card back. So I went to the doctor yesterday, and I passed. I passed with flying colors. I passed every test. They didn't even, they measure your neck for about sleep apnea, and you can see my neck, I lost a shitload of weight in my neck. They didn't even bother me about that, and I don't have it, but they always said I did when I'm huge. And so I got out of, I passed. Then the damn doctor says, yeah, you passed, flying colors, you're perfect, there's no issues with you. But because you've had open heart surgery, because you got stents in your heart, and blah, 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 you have to go back to your heart doctor, your cardiologist, and get them to write me a note telling me that to go back to driving, go back to work. So that sucks. I passed the damn thing. I still can't get it. So now I got an appointment next week. Takes another whole fucking week and more money that I don't have to go back to my doctor, have him look at me, which he'll be happy. He ain't seen me since February. And give me a damn note. Then I can go get my DOT card. Then I can go get my driver's license back. And then it looks like I'm going to be driving a truck. But I am not doing over the road. I'm doing local. You know, I got a good girlfriend. I got a life I'm trying to build here. And I also still got to exercise. And trucking and exercise don't go together. So, so that's kind of where I'm at there. We'll see next week or so about the driver's license, and then I can start applying for truck driving jobs, only local. The only problem with local is, yes, you're home, you sleep in your bed every night, but you're still working 14 hours a day. It's still tough to get to the gym. I still got to make a plan. I'm going to be going without sleep to make all this happen, and then I ain't going to get nothing done during the week. So it sucks, but hey, man's got to have a job, you got to have money. So that's where I'm at on that. You know, if you're doing this keto, man, keep doing it. And when you are ready to exercise, when you've lost weight, like I said, I lost 50 pounds before I started exercising. I did it was just strictly what I ate, and I mean zero exercise. And up there in Jacksonville, you know, still desk job. Yeah, I got in the warehouse a little bit, but it wasn't much exercise. And I lost it. You can do it strictly on keto. Once you lose the weight, you start feeling better, just like I did. Then add in the exercise. It will help. I still got a lot of fat to go, even though I'm 295 now. Well, actually 294 this morning. Lost another pound. I still got fat I want to get rid of. I'm going to have a lot of loose skin. Unfortunately, all of my loose skin is going to be right in my belly area, right in here. And I'm going to have, it looks like it ain't going to draw up. Not enough. So I'll probably end up having surgery someday to get rid of the excess. But everywhere else, I'll be able to fill it in with muscle. My arms, my back, my legs, all that's fine. And you see my neck, all that's drawing up pretty good. So, so all that's cool. You know, now I just got to keep on living this every day. You know, I mean, hey, there's days shit goes on and I don't want to go to the gym, but you know what? I still go. I drive up there, I get out of the damn car, I walk in, I start doing my exercise, don't matter what I feel like. And there's been days I did not want to be there, but I still went. And that's what it takes. It's just like, hell, there's days I'd like to sit down and have a big ass bowl of rice and something or baked potato, but I don't. I stay away from the carbs. And even the little bit of snacky carbs I'm doing, I'm still probably not going over my 20 grams because I have very little. I'll have one or two, you know, and then I quit because I know I shouldn't be eating them at all. But hey, if you're doing it, stick in there. Keep doing it. It's working. You can definitely go back to the first video I ever made to now and just look at the difference in my head and my face. It's getting a lot smaller. And now that I'm lifting weights, I'm growing muscles, which is pretty awesome at 56 years old, but it's working. Apparently I have some pretty good genetics. We're going to find out. I mean, my dad's 86. He still drives. He still does what he, you know, does as an 86-year-old man. So, so you know, life's looking pretty good for me on that avenue. My heart's working good. It's taking the stress and strain I'm putting it through in the gym. And so, hey, hopefully pretty soon I'll be off all these pills. Matter of fact, I'm at that year mark. My last stint, my last heart problem was a year ago now, July. I'm pretty sure about that. I'll check, but I'm pretty sure my last stint was in July. So I haven't been in the hospital for a year. Haven't had any heart problems in a year. And I've been doing this keto, let's see, I started it March. So since March, I think it was March. Yeah, March, I think. Everything's been doing good and getting better every day. So if you're on the same path I'm on, hey, kudos to you. And hang in there. It does get better, and it does work. Just keep at it, and just watch your meals, and watch the fat leave you. It does work. It will eat the fat off, or your body will consume the fat for energy once you cut out all them stupid carbs. So there is no such thing as a carb deficiency. There ain't. So, we don't have to have the carbs. And as far as I've been reading stuff again, seeing stuff, about our ancestors and how they ate before there really was carbs like we eat them, and it's pretty neat. Primal health and stuff like that. But anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. Hey, y'all have a wonderful day. I'll see y'all soon, maybe another week or so, and we'll see where things stand then. See y'all later. Bye.